Welcome to Peaceful-Dez, where good friends come together just to catch up, have a laugh, and enjoy each other's company. Just like that classic TV show Cheers, where everybody knows your name. Dez has created a place where you'll feel right at home, whether it's chatting about the latest news, sharing stories, or simply enjoying each other's company. She's all about creating a warm, inviting atmosphere. It's perfect for winding down after a long day. So come on in, join the gang. This is where you can find peace, laughter, and great conversation all in one place.
Even see me. Here I am. All right. I like this better. Hi, Mike. Hi, Tina. Hello, Terry. Welcome. Hi, Linda. Rebecca. Welcome. Thank you all for coming over and hanging out with me. I greatly appreciate that. I wasn't ready to crash yet, and so I thought I'd come on and do some more. Hi, Lee. Good. Glad you got home safe and sound. I hope you had a great day today. It's good to see everybody. Anybody have any exciting events going on tomorrow and 4th of July? If anybody wants to join me, I think I have my link pinned to the top. Just chilling. Yeah, I know that one. Hey, Rebecca. Yeah, let's bring me back up to regular size. There we go. Oh, gosh. Keep me posted, Terry. Okay, cool, Mike. That'd be awesome.
What's going on with Terry?
Oh, he's having surgery.
Ooh.
He's got a surgery appointment.
Well, then, I'll keep you in my prayers.
For sure.
Sure.
You can come up, Mike. Door's open. There's a chair, or you can have one of the little ottomans, or if you don't mean sitting cross-legged on the ground.
That was a surprise. You were going live. I was getting.
Well, Gary went live for like 55 minutes, and I wasn't ready to crash yet. And since tomorrow's Sunday, oh, thanks.
Oh,
yeah,
thank you.
I haven't brushed it from my shower today, so it's curly on the bottom, natural waves. But if I go to brush it, my hair will be out here somewhere. Put me on the side couch. I can do that.
How is your new brush working for you?
My new what?
Your brush that I sent you.
I love it.
I
use it all the time. I can put you on the couch. That's no problem.
I don't want to be on the couch.
I'll put you in a chair.
Thank you.
Did you see my new Nightbot? My Nightbot comments?
No, I'm going to have to watch it.
It says Des
narrates.
Wow. Yeah.
Interesting.
That one, there's another one that's pretty cool too that comes out. It's whenever Devil Dog's around and he's in the mood, he's got all these from Digits, all these comments for me, to switch them out. So Morgan Freeman's got a great voice. He doesn't need me to narrate nothing. I think Sam Elliott should narrate it, or James Earl Jones should narrate it. Both of their voices are amazing. I can barely stand in front of a crowd and talk. Panic attacks since high school. Oh, there we go. The only time Des was ever wrong was when she thought she had made a mistake. I made a big one. In 1995, I made a big one. But I got two gifts from it, so I'm okay with that. My kids. Oh no, no French braiding in this here. I have a picture of me in pigtails, and let's just say, no, not pigtails with braids. I should say no, no. Don't. Maybe when I was 5, it would look good.
I've had my hair French braided and it looks really good.
Not for me. Not me. It does not look good. I've had a real short, like real short, like short, and then I've had the Dorothy Hamill haircut, and I've had it up to here, but I'm trying to get back to my butt again. Hey Perry, welcome back and welcome. Yeah, no, no, not even off camera, Linda. Love you, girl, but French braid in this here, noob. Plus, my hair is way too thick for stuff like that.
Hi, Roadhog. Oh, Papa's here.
Papa, yeah, I saw his message earlier, and I gave him I love ya. He says I'm going to bed. Bed's calling him. Papa, you sleep really well, honey. I love you bunches. Here's some kisses for you. I love you. He outdoes all the other men in my life. Well, except for my son. My son's up right up there with Papa Rock, right there. Hey, Mike, where are you?
Hey.
Hold on. Let me see. Oh, you got your camera off, so you don't get to come up. You get to stay down there in the basement.
Oh, all right. You want me to turn it on? I'll come back. I'll turn it on in a minute.
You don't have, yeah, just leave yourself down there. You don't have to leave. Just do what you have to do, and then when you feel like coming up, you can come up.
Gotcha.
Hey,
Gotcha.
Brandon.
Fish keeper.
Yeah, when your camera's off, that's where you hang. When your camera's on, you go way up.
I gotta go find a hat to put on my head.
Hi, Linda Peterson. Great to see you here. Linda, what kind of fish do you like, or do you like all fish?
Okay, sorry about that. I had to write this real quick. Oh, where did my StreamYard go? What did I do with it? Oh, did I lose my StreamYard?
You're still here.
I know I'm still here. Oh, it's way down the end of my tabs. Hey, Mike, welcome back.
Hey, walking down the face. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me fix this here. Oh, where did we put him? Where'd he go? Where is he?
I'm over here now.
No, I'm talking about up here on my screen. I'm trying to find you. There you are. Okay. There we go. Now you're on the couch.
Oh, I fell off the couch already. And I don't even drink. I don't know how.
All you have to do is just miss the edge of it and you're off the couch. I've done it. Let me see.
My dad fell like twice this past week. It's, oh, God, it's a disaster.
Yeah.
But at least when he falls, it's because he's leaning forward too much. So he's leaning into it. So,
right, and he thinks he's reaching for it, whatever. Is that what he
yeah,
thinks?
yeah.
Yeah.
We've been lucky he hasn't broken anything.
Yeah, my grandmother, she bless her soul, she broke her hip, and she went and we found out. Hey, Matt. We found out that she had bone marrow and blood cancer. She had multiple myeloma, and we would
Wow.
have not have found out until she had that fall when they had to go do tests and they tested her blood and everything. Yeah, so it's
Well,
scary.
she was able to get treatment then, right? Oh, this
Well, she
stupid
did.
phone.
She had treatment, but there was no cure.
Oh,
She was having
sorry.
blood transfusions, and all that kind of stuff, and she ended up dying. I think it was like 84. And this, my grandmother could outwalk me when I was able-bodied. I mean, she could outwalk me in a heartbeat, and she was a one spunky woman. Let me tell you, she told you straight out in Spanish, no, being a Spaniard woman, and my ex-husband, he wanted to have more kids, and I was like in the hospital delivering our youngest, and I said, Mima, you don't get más. I don't want any more kids, and and I go, he wants me to have quadruplets. Él
Whoa.
quiere, yo tenía cuatro ahora, and I go, four right now, and I said, por favor, no quiero más niños o niñas. I don't want any more kids. So she goes and pulls him into the other room after I deliver. I go, don't you dare get her pregnant. She wants no kids. You can't afford it. Leave it alone. No more kids. I had taken care of. I was like, But yeah, unless I, that's what I'm saying. She was spunky, but we would never have known. And I hope that, God forbid, nothing happens to your dad.
Right,
Because
thank you.
falling it's hard on the bones as you get older. Trust me,
Yeah,
it's
I
hard on
mean,
the bones.
he's
That's
really having a tough time, so it's nothing but doctors and
Yeah,
like that other stream he rolled out of bed. He hadn't fell out of bed on time, but once I get on the stream, boom, I hear the thud. I'm like, oh no, what was that?
yeah. You go
But
running.
yeah, and it's like I had a friend fall off a ladder and he broke his ribs. They found he had lung cancer because of the X-rays, and he wasn't a smoker or anything. So he was able to get treatment and was
Right.
fine. But sometimes a fall is a blessing because you find out more information.
Yeah,
Not that I'm hoping for any more falls, but uh,
yeah. But isn't it weird though? It's like you don't know, and then something happens, and you find out something. It's just like, and luckily, he was able to be treated. But sometimes it's past the point, or you never know.
yeah,
Like my boyfriend, he passed away. He had cancer. I don't know if it was throat cancer or lung cancer, but he had cancer and he passed away. I talked to him on a Saturday. I got a phone call from the state troopers up in Vermont, and they said, "I hate to tell you this, but we found your boyfriend dead. I was the emergency contact,
wow. I'm
and I
so
had to
sorry to hear that.
contact. Thank you. And I had to contact his family, who didn't know about us yet, because we had
Right.
known each other since we were 15, but we had lost contact at 21 when I moved away. And then we reconnected like 6 years before he passed and became boyfriend girlfriend. 2 years after that, we became boyfriend girlfriend, and and we had just got done seeing each other like back in March, end of March, beginning of April, and he passed away right before the 2016 election, the day before he voted. That's
Wow.
found him. Yeah. No, they found him that day. I found it election day. Yeah. So you never know.
Yep, absolutely.
You never know. And he was 52.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to be 54 soon, so
Oh, you're still a
yeah,
youngin. You're still a youngin.
you're still young.
I'm gonna be
I feel
60 in
like I'm
November.
100. I feel like I'm 100. I literally, when I open my eyes, I feel like a crumpled up piece of paper, like
But what
somebody
does
threw
your
it in a
mind
garbage
feel
can.
like? What does your mind feel like, though?
Well, my mind feels all right, other than grieving
No, like year
Foxy's loss,
wise.
and I might. Oh, I'm still a teenager, college kid or
See,
whatever. Like I'm a little delinquent in the brain department, I guess. I don't know.
I still
If
feel
you
like I'm
watch
in my
some,
20s. So
yeah, if you watch some of my shorts, you could tell. I mean, my humor's kind of a little crazy sometimes. But I amuse myself. I just laugh, and I hope that people laugh at times, and then other times I just cringe. Like
Right.
I'm worried about my short that's coming out tomorrow morning, but because there's a little
Hey,
too much F word content in it. But it was just so funny. I had to recreate something like that.
yeah. Sometimes it's fun to recreate because it is so funny, But
Yeah.
but back to the age thing. It's true though, because like my body feels like it's 105, and I'm going to be 60 in November. But my mind
Right.
says I'm still in my 20s, and I want to go out and party and have fun and go dancing and all that, and I can't do any of that with this body, you know.
Oh my
So I,
God, I couldn't even imagine.
so
Oh,
yeah,
I want to walk. I mean, like I want to walk faster, not like I couldn't imagine partying. I was really into athletics when I was younger, and like weight training was my thing. Since my back's been so bad, and I haven't been able to lift weights or anything or do any sports, I really lost a big aspect of my life, and that was how I always kept my weight in check my whole life.
yeah,
And now I'm like just eating and not doing nothing, eating and not doing nothing.
yeah.
So
Me, I've
I'm
got
gonna
my
try and change
walker,
up my
and
routine.
yeah, I've got my walker. But what I really need is like somebody that's like right there with me with a lot of willpower and put me on the paleo diet and is there with me doing it because
Right.
I'm a carboholic and
Yep.
I'm a candy holic. I love candy like it's no tomorrow, and I love rice and I love potatoes. White potatoes. I love my bagels, and those are all bad for you.
Those
And
are
they
all on
say,
my good list. I
yeah,
love that stuff.
yeah, exactly. And then being a Spaniard, I love beans for black beans and
Right.
rice and red beans and stuff like that. You're not supposed to have any beans of any kind, no peanuts, because peanuts is not a bean, it's a legume. I mean, it's not a nut, it's a legume. So you
Right.
can't have any of that. You can have nuts. Hey Rob, you can have certain nuts, and you can have like all the meat you want, certain vegetables, certain fruits, but I need somebody to be like take me by the hand, make me the breakfast, make me the lunch and the dinner and the snacks, and then get me on that path and teach us how to eat that path and stay on it and show us how to shop properly away from all the box stuff that we get at the stores because I
Right.
was never taught how to cook properly by my stepmothers, so I had to learn on my own by opening a box and throwing it out there and say, here's dinner. So if I had that and I was able bodied like I was when I worked my 4 jobs at one time to support my family, then I'd feel a little bit better. But if I went paleo now, it might take some of the extra pain off my lower back because I have a regular curve in my back anyway, naturally. And then off the weight of my knees because I have osteoarthritis in both of my knees. So, yeah,
Yeah, I
but
have
the
severe
willpower,
degenerative disc disease with a couple of herniations, and I had a few of my discs sealed in my back. I flew
yeah,
out to Texas for that procedure like 4 or 5 years. No, actually, about 7 years ago, I flew out for that procedure, and it didn't make it any better. It just made it worse.
yeah,
I actually grew an inch and a half from the procedure, which it doesn't make any sense. I had the same people measure my height. I was 6'2" my whole life. I shrunk down to 6'1". Now I'm 6'2.5". So,
yeah. I've shrunk
but
3/4 of an inch, so I get
yeah,
it.
yeah, and it's
It's
just
probably
tough to
because
manage.
it stopped your vertebrae. I mean, it stopped you from shrinking with those areas probably, and
Right?
caused more pain. But you probably have also you wouldn't have quite as much pain as you would if they didn't. You know what I'm saying? It's
Maybe.
still there, but I would think that with your vertebrae coming closer together and then they're starting to wear out in between and they're starting to rub up when they cause
Yeah,
more issues like osteoarthritis issues, really deep that nothing will help issues.
yeah. I mean, I have a lot of scar tissue, a lot of arthritis. I get an epidural every 6 months or less, and I've
Yeah,
been doing that for almost 8 or 9 years.
yeah,
And I've tried to manage with medications. I try to manage without medications.
yeah,
Without medications, my quality of life is really horrible. So I'm on very low medications considering But it's even that doesn't help you emotionally, like because
Yeah.
the medication affects you mentally as well.
Cycle. Yeah.
And and it's like they want to keep you on such a restricted basis where it affects your mood. Like your mood gets
Hmm.
fluctuates
Right.
because you can't continually take the medicine. You got to like,
Right.
okay, today I can't take it
Because they
because
don't
I'm
want
gonna
you to
run
become
out.
addicted. Is part
Yeah,
of the problem too. And a lot of times, people that were never did drugs before that have injuries have become addicted to medicine, and the only way they can get relief is by medicine, unfortunately, because
right.
nothing else works. I mean, you could try probably acupressure, acupuncture, and that kind of stuff, but I don't know if I want needles in my back.
I did the acupuncture, the acupressure. I did the cupping. Oh my God! I used to come home. I looked like I had an Olympic tattoo on my back because they'd have
Or
all
you
the
could,
circles and stuff.
right, or
And I did
they bruise so much it looks like you got hickeys all over the place. Because
right, right, and
my
then
aunt would have that.
in all the wrong places. But then
Right.
I also I'm really averted to cold. Like I'm a warm weather person. I need like
Yeah.
I thrive in heat. I don't care how hot it is as long as I can breathe. But so I did the cryotherapy, and now it's like the worst torture, just sitting there freezing like minus 250 degrees or whatever the heck it
Right.
was.
Yeah, because they're
That
trying to
didn't
make it
help. I
cold
mean,
and
I
numb
kind
it.
of felt high that I survived it. Like when
Yeah.
when it was over, I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm just glad I'm alive and it's fucking over. But my pain's not gone. But like it really
Yeah.
sends the endorphins and stuff going in your head.
Oh yeah.
I tried
You're from the
ketamine
Northeast,
treatment. I tried a lot of stuff.
Mike. Are you from the Northeast?
Yes,
I can
I was
hear it.
born in Brooklyn. Grew up mostly in Brooklyn, Staten Island. I
I
lived
can
down
hear it.
in Florida for a bit. The funny thing is, I moved to Florida when I was like 22, and up here, we used to always say, "Man, hey man, what's going on, man? How you doing, man? This and that." And I
Oh
moved
yeah.
down to Florida, and everybody was saying, "Dude." Uh, so I wound up saying, "Dude, man, what's
Dude.
going on? Hey, dude, man." Like, so I come out like I was all screwed up. Started picking up accents and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll do that wherever I am. Whoever I'm talking to, if they speak broken English, I speak broken English back.
Yeah. Well, see,
It's just
I was born in Florida, and then my dad was, dad was Army, so I went from here like a week down to my Southwest Miami, well, Hialeah, and then I went up
okay. I know
to
Hialeah.
yeah,
I lived
and
in
then I
Fort
went
Lauderdale for a while.
okay, that's where my cousin grew up, and then I went to Fort Campbell, Kentucky, got baptized there, went to Fort Benning, Georgia, then Doug got out of Vietnam and went down to St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. 38 years up in Massachusetts, 2 years in Annapolis, Maryland, 13 years down here. But when I hear your accent, people hear my accent down here, they're always like, "Are you from New York?" I'm like, "No."
Right? No, I hear it too. I know Northeast when I hear you.
Yeah,
Like I
that's what
thought
I
you were
heard.
somewhere closer to me.
Yeah. No, I want to go back up northeast. I miss
Where
my
are you?
fall.
Where are you now?
I'm in Tallahassee, Florida.
All right. And I used to live in Newport Richey.
Okay.
I still have family in Port Richey, but I was in Fort Lauderdale a couple of years in my mid 20s. Then when my grandfather passed, I stayed with my grandmother for like 6 months to help her out to adjust.
Yeah.
They were both Navy people. She was a Navy wave, and that was a big part of their life being that generation, World War II.
Yeah.
Um, and then after a while, I moved back up, and I've always wanted to get back down south because I just hate the winter. But now that with the way that things are changing, I didn't have any snow this year. Not that
Yeah.
I could shovel
Wow.
anymore, but I didn't have to shovel once, and that's a big deal for me because if I have to do it once, that for a week, I might be in
That's
bed. Like
also
who
a big
knows?
deal for up north.
Yeah,
Because I know I've been through the blizzard of '78, so I know snow,
that
and
was
after
when I
that,
was
all the
a kid.
snow
That
is
was cool.
yeah, and all the snows after that. So I do know because I've lived through different storms, but to see no snow is kind of blows my mind, or very little snow for a winter up north is pretty
Right.
bad. I mean, you don't hear
Yeah,
about it.
and the air quality is
Hey,
terrible with all
mommy,
this stuff coming from Canada.
oh, you do, Zombie? Yeah, my Rob, my mom lived at Fort Campbell. Well, my dad and I lived at Fort Campbell. My mom, but then my parents divorced when I was little, and she married another guy, and that's where they retired to was Fort Campbell after the first Gulf War. And then they lived outside the back gate by Woodlawn, Tennessee. And then he passed away from the bomber that hit Nashville on Christmas Day a couple of years ago. That hit that blew up the SUV. No, not the SUV, the camper. And he passed. My stepdad passed away on the way to the hospital because when he blew up the AT&T building, he blew up the signal, which interfered with them calling for the EMTs to come get him, the paramedics. And when they did get to him, he died on the way to the hospital. Yeah. So, but yeah, I know that area just a little bit, but mostly on the Clarksville, Tennessee side. But yeah,
Hi, Bobby.
it's fun to hear. It's fun to talk to somebody from from the Northeast and to hear that, to find out how the weather's been and all that kind of. Because I've been here 13 years and I miss my falls. There is no true fall down here. I went all the way up to Fort Benning, Georgia, Columbus, Georgia, looking for fall last year with my car and hoped that it would not die to get me up there and back. And now it's going to the junkyard, but I was hoping, for a fall during fall, and I couldn't find any. I was just like, oh, I want my fall back. I need this water. I'm talking so much, I got a dry throat, and I don't usually drink water. So, anything going on with anybody else?
I shipped your package today.
I can't wait to do a mail call. I still have to do my mail call for Rob, and I got my stickers from Little Ridge yesterday, and I got I still have to do Ken's. I want to do like a 4 or 5 person mail call.
I know when you see what I paid for an envelope to come to you, you're not going to be very happy with me.
Probably not.
But I wanted to make sure you got it.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
I really wanted to make sure you got it.
I gotta find something special for you. I gotta go hit like a good yarn sale and send you a box full of cotton yarn.
Just make sure you don't get me Red Heart.
No. Red Heart, and it's gotta be cotton.
I need more cotton. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I do too. Around here, Bobby.
We've got a storm, and we've also got people putting out fireworks. I'm watching lightning out this window, and I'm like, yay. That's why you keep seeing me go.
I like the 4th of July, like in New York, Boston, Washington, D.C. When they go all out, they go all out, let me tell you. Like the Boston, you have the Esplanade, which is on the Charles River. And so the Boston Pops play, and you got the cannons going off. But it's like a big party, and they bring a couple of headliners in. And it's just so much fun at the Esplanade for the Boston Pops and for the fireworks. Nothing but like a good old-fashioned party. There's singing, there's dancing, people being cool with each other. They close up the Charles River. The storage drives where you can drive up, they close it off, and then the buses and trains are free for the night, until they close, so you can get home safe and sound, which is great.
Mike, is that a painting of a Pomeranian?
Hi, Huga. Hi,
You're
Susan.
muted. You're muted.
You're muted, hon.
You're muted.
Yes. No, I was trying to fix everything. I'm trying to go on the computer so I can see the chat, and this camera keeps falling. But anyway, that's a canvas of Foxy. She was a long-haired Chihuahua.
Oh, okay.
So basically, like I was just a YouTube watcher. I would go on YouTube, watch a bunch of shows. When Foxy passed away almost 4 months ago, I became a creator and started creating content for her in her memory. And pretty much that's how I wound up here.
That's how you know what? You ever listen to him when he talks? He drops his as R's.
He does.
And I do that from time to time too, and that's a Boston thing. So when I heard you drop your R, that's when I said, "Are you from the Northeast?"
Yep.
The one
I'm a Yankee.
I might have been. Go ahead.
There's this lady that I know. Her name's Danny, and her channel is Wicked Awesome Gardener. She was shocked the first time I said that, and she says, "Where are you from?" And I says, "Everywhere."
Well, some places they say water fountain, and other places they say a bubbler.
Oh,
So a bubbler is for a water fountain.
Wow.
okay.
Yeah, and
We used to
ours
say,
is AHs.
"Give me a quarter for some water." And
Yeah, quarter for
depending on
water.
how you said that phrase, we can tell where you were from.
Yeah, quarter for some water. Yeah, and that's why people thought I was from New York at some parts of New York, and I'm like, no, I'm not from New York. I'm from Boston. Boston. So they're like, yeah, I can hear it, but I'm not from Boston. I just happen to live in that state for 38 years, all over.
You don't,
the
you don't have the extreme like I gotta park my car at the bar.
Nah,
At the bar.
but at the bar. Yeah. Or what is it? Well, I still do like the roundabout. People say roundabout down here, and I call it a rotary. Up in Boston we call it a rotary.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, because you're going around like a rotary phone. So
Yeah.
it's a rotary. But yeah, and then sprinkler. I mean not sprinkler. Sprinkles. They have we call them jimmies up in Boston, and down here they call them sprinkles. So it's just like, no, it's not. It's jimmies. I want some chocolate jimmies.
Right.
So
Well, being Italian, it's always mozzarella. When people say mozzarella, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Hi, Susan.
how do you say it? How do you say it? Mozzarella.
Mozzarella. Mozzarella. It's like a mutz. I don't know why that's how people around me pronounce it. I don't know if it's right or wrong, or it's all the same. It's still cheese.
Right, but just like spaghetti sauce. Spaghetti sauce
Right.
is not sauce; it's gravy.
Right.
So
That is either way for me.
well, I had some friends
I'm a mutt. I have all the different. I'm
yeah.
Cherokee and Irish and French
Yeah.
and half Italian and everything.
But I mean,
else.
but if you ask a true Italian, they'd be like, "No, it's not sauce; it's a gravy."
It's gravy
And
on
I'm like, so
yeah.
then what's the beef gravy and the pork gravy? What is that? That's a sauce.
There's beef and pork in this sauce half the time anyway. Some braciole,
It might be a Come On Mountain, I hear. It could be. It's the 4th of July. They always have a big party up there.
No, it's my fireworks here in.
No. Where Bobby is, he's near Come On Mountain.
Oh, okay.
And he's near David and that whole group. All of them. So I know that Mel and Gary and Roxanne and Anthony usually have a bunch of people up on the mountain, and they have a big party during the 4th of July. So it could be them with Come On Homestead, or they all went over to Come On Homestead's property and having a party over there. So.
Wow, that sounds fun.
Yeah, they go all out. They have they invite a bunch of friends, from YouTube friends, and they have a big grill, and MT Homestead goes up there, and they go with steaks and stuff like that. And he had to leave last year, I think, because his daughter or somebody in the family got ill, so he left stuff behind for them to still have. Sorry, I got to turn off one of the kids is coming down. So they so they invite a bunch of people over, and then they have a big old get down, and then they bring their pew-pews, and they have a range, and they go for that. So, yeah. I'm trying to keep it like PG. But yeah, so they have a get together pretty much the last couple of years.
Who are those ladies?
Those are
Who's theirs?
no, those are yours and some rice.
Oh.
And have it with some soy sauce.
Okay.
That's what we had for dinner. That's what Lourdes made.
Hi, Madwood Barbecue.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, see, Susan knows. They have it every year,
Nice.
so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're doing nothing. I just got the pool finally open, so maybe a little barbecue, and I'll be in the pool. Maybe somebody else will. Who knows? But Dolores doesn't like the pool too much.
That'll be fun. Yeah, my friends that are hanging out with me, they bought a barbecue grill. So we did it's a little small one from Walmart. So we had our first barbecue grill meal a couple of days ago, and then we had burgers. So we'll probably do something for the 4th of July.
Nice.
Put something on the barbecue.
One of the channels I saw someone making jerk chicken, so I tried
Ooh,
that last week. It was pretty good.
was it good?
Uh, yeah, it was. I mean, it was not great to feed to my dad because of all the salt and stuff.
Oh
But
yeah,
I had to give it a try. It's not as good as like someone who really, a Jamaican person making it for you or
right,
somebody.
right.
But it was tasty. It was something different. So I'm always interested in trying new kind of stuff.
Hi, Mark.
Yeah. Hi,
Hi,
Tony.
Tony. Tony came in.
Yeah, hugs to you, Tony. He lost his baby. He lost his doggy after 16 years.
Yep.
Yeah, he did a short video tonight. He posted it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, little
I mean, if he
tribute to
wants
it.
me to resend it out, I mean, that's a part of what I want to do. My channel is make shorts for other people who are grieving their pets. I did a few for a couple of other YouTubers, but I know the feeling. It's really I live with it every day. Some days are really tough. Some days are okay, but
Yeah,
it keeps you motivated because I made a promise to myself to share her so many times that that's something at least it's something I look forward to every day, trying to create something and getting her out there a little bit.
yeah. There you go. I think that's sweet. I think
Yep,
that's
it's the only time I could spend with her now, so it's because I was giving her medication 3 to 5 times a day for the last couple of years. So I
yeah,
was, between that and the walks and the carrying her to walks, that was my best little buddy there. So it's really
yeah,
a tough time.
yeah. We don't realize how much of a hand they have on our hearts. You know what I mean? How much they hold, they have a grip on our hearts when we lose them. When my son lost his cat, I had gotten my son and daughter a cat each when my son was little, and then a couple years after my daughter was like 2 years old, and there were sister cats from two different litters, same parents. And my son's cat was absolutely amazing. She would be like meowing him at 9 o'clock at night, and he'd be like, "Okay, what?" And she would meow at him, and it'd be like bedtime, and the two of them would go and march off and go to bed, and I wouldn't see her till the next morning, and she was so loving and so sweet. And then the other one was just like my kid's father, a turd. She was supposed to be my daughter's cat, and ended up being his cat. Oh
Right.
my gosh, Rob! Please be careful, hon, and keep us posted tomorrow if we're on or something. Let us know you're okay. If you have power. Storming, all these tornadoes and stuff all over the place, and bad storms just really scare the bejeebies. He's in, I believe he's in Kentucky. He's outside Fort Campbell. So, well, not that far from Fort Campbell, but not right outside Fort Campbell.
I did. Speaking of storms, I did a hailstorm video with Foxy caught in the hail a couple days ago, and I thought it would do decent. It wound up being like one of my most popular ones. It had like over 2,500 views.
Oh wow!
Um, so then I tried to model the same thing and use a little tweak on it, and I only got like 300 views. So
Right.
sometimes it just depends on when you upload it and if it hits or not. I noticed the streams have changed a lot lately where I used to get all my views in the first 2 hours. Now I don't start getting views till like 6 hours later, and then they go for a few hours.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Alfonso, turn down your sound a little bit. You're loud.
Oh, sorry. We got the AC running. Now?
Yeah, much better.
Okay, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you fine.
Okay.
That's cool, Mike.
lucky I have a big setup with my sound, like stereo mics.
Yeah, I know. But when I can hear all the sound before you even talk, I know your mics are up high.
Yeah, because some people can't hear me. That's the problem. And like I don't know. It might
You have to
sound
go
good.
like,
Me, me, me,
oh.
me.
I thought it was my kid. It's my girlfriend going into the kitchen. I'm like, the light's gonna get. Where's it coming from? Um, what you need to find is somewhere between the loud and this, like somewhere like go up a little bit on this one
Right.
for your for your volume, but not for the back noise.
Yeah, but the thing is like um, I can hear myself good. Some people can't hear me. Some can't hear me, but I can hear myself
Yeah,
okay. But that's the way that I monitor myself. Like I can hear myself perfect. But the thing is, sometimes when I play music on the live on the StreamYard, people say that they can't hear me. And if I bring myself higher, I'm gonna distort
gotcha,
on my end.
gotcha.
So something's not calibrated. The level was not calibrated with StreamYard between my mixer.
Yeah, I don't know about mixing and all that stuff. I just know that you were too loud before, and if you can go up a little bit from here, you'd be absolutely perfect. I can still hear you though. As long as we don't overtalk each other, I can still hear you.
Right.
Let me read something real quick. Come on, Mountain had hail. Talk does already talk. Had bad hail today, about 10 miles away. We got nothing but rain. Wow.
Wow.
We had a tornado like I want to say like about a week ago here in Colorado, in Highland Ranch.
Yeah.
It hit the news nationwide. I don't know if you heard about it. That tornado.
No.
No.
Uh. Wow. Tornado. You're in Colorado though, right?
Yeah,
Wow.
in the metro. I'm more close to the Great Plains in the southeast.
No, I haven't heard anything. Everything I've been hearing is more like this side of the states than that side. They forgot how to drive, Susan, and they're just party animals that don't care. That too. So, but yeah, no, I've not heard about the tornadoes. Everybody okay? Any bad destruction? How was it?
It was just damage to the homes. No one got hurt.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. M&T, I'm so sorry I didn't say hi directly to you. I hope you saw my little message of hello. It's always good to see you. Always good to see you. One of these days, we need a YouTube meetup up here in Northern Florida. I don't have a car. It's going to the junk shop. That's why I'm like, we need to do one up here somewhere.
Colorado don't have anything.
Well, my car, it wouldn't start so for 2 weeks because I thought it was something else, and it ended up being the starter. But the what
Rack
is
and
it?
pinion.
Rack and pinion.
Yeah, I can't
Rack
even say that
and
word.
pinion.
Rack and pinion is going out on my steering column, and it's leak. And I just had my power steering pump replaced 4 times this year because
Wow.
the parts kept on breaking until they finally got the right part. But now it's leaking again. So they said it's going to cost me $1,800 to fix my car.
Wow.
It's now past the blue book point value on my car because we already put so much into it. You know, it's my cousin's car, but she basically gave it to me to drive and use and whatever. And it's got almost 218,000 miles on it.
Wow.
Yeah, a 2005. So I'm like, an
Lived
old
a long life.
car. I've had it for 5 years driving it, and hi PPP, Pennsylvania Patriot Prospecting.
How much is the insurance on that vehicle normally?
Well, it's under my aunt's. It's under my cousin's insurance as me as another driver, not under my name. Her insurance is $600 or $800 a month. I think a month, and that's for 4 cars
Oh my god, that's expensive.
or 3 cars. 3 cars.
That's expensive.
Well, one of her kids is under 20 that's driving. So right there alone, that's going to be expensive. And then she's over 50. I'm going to be 60. Well, she's 50. I'm going to be 60. So, she's going to be 51. So for old age, and then the cars have been in a couple of accidents from other people.
I never hit that supposed sweet spot where insurance was cheap for your age.
Yeah.
Like no matter what
It could
age
be
I was
nice.
in, like
It would be nice. But
yeah,
I only pay $82 a month,
well, that's good.
because
I,
I volunteer for her. So basically, she takes that money that I would be paid and goes towards that. And then if I end towards gas and stuff like that, and if I need anything, then she'll slip it to me for something. You know what I mean? But I
there you
basically
go.
volunteer there. Just so I can have access to a car. I don't have to rely on her or my aunt. They have their own lives. And if I need something, they don't want to help me anyway because they're too busy delivering babies or traveling or partying with their friends or whatever. You know what I mean? So, and I don't want to take a cab because it's like $20 one way.
Right.
That's $20 that I could put towards like some meat from my refrigerator.
I
So
know. I'm kicking myself because I spent $30 for a pizza today. I'm like, I could have went and bought a ton of food and made it, but I just was in too much pain. My
yeah,
dad had to be fed, and I was gonna try and get a chicken marsala pie, which I was like, oh, this would be like having chicken dinner and having
yeah.
a pizza at the same time. And they didn't have it, so I wound up getting just a bruschetta pie, and
Oh.
it was worth $30, but you know, I
Yeah, I know
can't do that every
$30 is
day.
$30, but you were digging a creek. DJ was DJ on tonight?
He
I
was
feel
on
like he was
YouTube
on
Police when I first got on. He was on
yeah,
for a
and
little
Devil
while.
Dogs, and he was on Devil Dogs. He'll be on tomorrow night, I think. But I think tomorrow night's gaming. Tuesday night. Tuesday night is his. Last week was. I mean, this past week was his cartoon. This past Friday, he did not do a live. He did. He did a movie night last night. So that's why you didn't miss a live. He did not. His live is next Friday night.
Yeah,
He
I
was
think
on somebody's live, but it wasn't his live tonight. Go ahead, Rebecca.
I did my premiere
I
5
was
days
reading
ago.
something. PA prospect, uh, Patriot prospecting is he mines gold. It's like wow,
Nice.
that would be
Nice.
that
Hi,
that would be
Vicky.
that would be fun seeing something like that.
Yeah, there used to be TV shows of people mining for gold. I don't know how. I don't know how if it's still around or not. I don't. I don't have
Oh,
cable
they had
TV anymore.
a good one where they were going up to some haunted mountains and trying to find some hidden gold stash that somebody hid. I forgot what it was. That was interesting.
That kind
Um,
of reminds me of what's the movie um, with Billy Crystal?
Three Amigos.
The gold miner.
No,
No,
City
no, he's
Slickers.
not even in
City
there, is he?
Slickers.
Oh yeah, Pretty Slickers.
I had to think for a second. I'm like, what's that movie? City Slickers. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Going, finding the map and going to find out if it's real gold. I'm sorry. What were you gonna say, Alfonso?
Are you talking about the gold rush? Something like that?
No, it was the movie was City Slickers, but the show I don't remember because I only tuned in for a short time and I saw them panning. Then they had the equipment where the wheel went around and it had like it had the thing and it was like kind of like I don't know, it was a weird wheel. And then you just take the tray off and try to get whatever you could and see if those and then
I
fish
think
and
it's
see if
what
there's any flakes or
a
whatever.
sluice, a sluice or something like that. I saw guys on TikTok doing that, where they just
Yeah,
keep shoveling in the rocks and it gets all trapped in the mat.
right. Yeah, I can't remember how it went. I just remember it was like a big sifter and it was automated. But for some reason, I felt like it was like on some kind of a wheel or something or some kind of a belt system that came up. I don't know.
Yep,
I
yep,
could be totally wrong.
yeah,
I
definitely. That sounds about right.
I know there was one time that they were doing this thing in the ocean, you finding gold with this big old vacuum thing.
Oh, well, yeah, I think I saw something like that too. They were sifting off the bottom.
There was another one she was saying where it's like almost like a chute with the jerk comes on, the water rushes, but it's also got a grate thing, so it gets rid of
Yep.
the fine stuff, and then you can find the more stuff, and then the fine stuff is catch down below because it could be gold flakes, and you can grab the gold flakes.
I used to do that in Oregon.
My friend used to do that in Oregon. She's over here talking about it.
Nice.
Out of the picture. Dredging. There we go.
That's it.
Dredging.
Well, I
See,
gotta find me a treasure map.
we have a gold prospector here. He knows.
Captain Kidd's treasure is supposedly buried somewhere around here. So I got to get me a treasure map one day. I talked to one of my other friend creators. He's thinking about doing like an Oak Island about Captain Kidd, which would be pretty cool because it's such a crazy story of his life and how they killed him and hung him and like up for 3 years.
Yeah.
It was really
it's kind
a
of a
crazy
cool story behind, but it's also kind of like a little cool story of like talk about it and then show a piece of it, of what you're doing.
Right. Yeah.
My favorite spot was Downeyville. Hey, Tiffany. Downeyville, California for Bobby. And
Hi,
then
Tiffany.
and metal detecting. Metal detecting seemed like it'd be kind of fun to find, something, and you might find somebody's lost ring that washed up, or, because people are always losing their jewelry at the beach. So.
Yeah,
always.
that's the truth.
Yeah.
Well,
They're in
me
parks, I think.
and my wife moved into the house. We were like unboxing and moving in and all the stuff.
Yeah.
And the next day she turns around, the diamond's missing out of her ring. She just lost the diamond. I'm like, how are we gonna find the diamond? And we never found it. It's somewhere in this house.
Yeah,
but it's crazy.
my engagement ring, the setting and everything just broke right off the ring. I think I still have that somewhere, but I pawned off or sold off my engagement ring and my wedding band when we were together because I needed food in the house, and he didn't want to work, and I had become disabled, so I sold whatever gold I had and a bunch of movies I had so I could put food in the house because he didn't want to work. So, yeah. But I still have that setting somewhere with a teeny little diamond in it.
That sucks. That's
You could have sold him.
too
Maybe
bad.
you would have got $10.
Oh, I don't even think I would have gotten that. I think I might have gotten the dirtiest penny you can find, heads down, for bad luck.
I tell you, a lot of people don't want to work nowadays.
He didn't want to work back then. I left him 13 years ago. We're still not divorced, but I left him 13 years ago. I still call him my ex-husband, though. I mean, we had split. We were living in the same house, but in 2 separate rooms since 2002.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see. Last time at the camp ground, people came up to me and said, "If you find a diamond ring or girlfriend just lost." Wait a minute. Or girlfriend just lost it. Couldn't find the girlfriend or the diamond ring. Or both. I will tell you. We were metal detecting from California, where Jen from Autistic Farmstead's from, and then I met her here. That's pretty cool.
Man, at work.
Hi, Charles.
I know.
Huh?
A month ago, when at work, I had one of my coworkers. He was a cashier.
Yeah.
And he was telling me that I'm so lazy because I don't move the heavy racks. I don't do the carry outs.
Well, what do you do?
I pull off merchandise off the racks and take them to the back, organize the hangers. The one thing I cannot do is like cashier or carry outs or do furniture. You got my limited vision.
Yeah.
And this guy telling me that I'm so lazy. Because I don't
So when somebody asks you to do something you don't want to do you say, I just can't see doing that?
Well, my manager won't let me do it.
No, I meant as a joke. I just can't see doing it.
I just can't see doing it. You got to throw it back at them.
Yeah. He said, "You're so lazy," and then he told me that actually you get $15 an hour, and I get the same thing. Should be getting less. He told me I should be getting at least like $5 an hour.
How do you keep?
I think their ego's a little inflated. I mean, your time is work, so you should get paid for being there. You know what I mean? Everybody's
Yeah,
time.
yeah. But the thing is, this guy like he's telling me how he hates his job and all that because he wants to make like $40 an hour
It's
as a
not the place to
cashier.
make $40 an hour. No cashier makes $40 an hour. I cashiered at 3 different jobs, and I was also a housekeeper. No, you do not make 40 bucks an hour.
He told me how this job sucks. Because he said that he constantly getting yelled at by the supervisor and stuff like that. And
Just
well,
ignore him and just keep on doing what you do.
yeah, that's, no, I'm
He's gonna
sorry.
get.
Yeah.
He's gonna. The saying goes, he's gonna shoot himself in the foot, and he's not gonna have a job anymore. And not literally with a weapon, but he just keeps on mouthing off like that, and being the way he is, nobody's gonna want him working there.
Right.
And it's gonna get right up to the higher ups, and then the higher ups are gonna be like, "See ya, don't want to know ya, goodbye. Don't expect a reference."
Right. Yeah, like that's about a month ago. He told me that like he's telling me how I'm lazy because they only have me scheduled once a week, and I work from home for the rest of the week for the corporate office. And he thinks that I'm lazy. He thinks that all I do is sit at home play video games. No, I'm still working from home.
He's just jealous and has some envy. You
He's
know.
got he's got personality issues and then some. Let me tell
Yeah.
you, people like that just don't let him get. Just let it roll off of you.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's going to shoot him in the. He's going to check off the wrong person in corporate, the wrong person somewhere, and he's going to lose his job. He's going to be out there looking for another job. He's not going to have the reference that he wants because
Yeah.
nobody's going
And
to want
every
to reference.
time he told me he's 21. He told me he got fired from every single job in Denver.
Well, there you go.
Well, with a piss poor attitude, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been fired from so many jobs in Denver, you know. But then last week he got fired because he was caught stealing from the cash register. From, he got fired.
Oh, so the
I
problem
would.
solved. He's gone.
You know what? Just let that guy roll off and don't worry about him.
Hey, yeah, he got fired.
There you go. They don't have to worry about him anymore.
Yeah.
Out of sight, out of mind, as they
Yeah.
say.
Like by Sunny the Sunliner, Sunny Ozona, out of sight, out of mind.
Yep, the door is closed, and don't look. Don't even open it to look through the crack. It's gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And I've been there 4 years, and I've seen so many people come and go, cashiers.
You do. Hey, Digits. Here's my famous writer of all my Nightbots. him and Devil Dog got together.
I've been there 4 years for Art Thrift Store, and I tell you, I got employed a month twice in my career.
You just keep on doing you and do what you're supposed to do, and don't worry about the other stuff.
Yeah, I know. Like, I just ignored him because, okay, whatever. You say I don't want to keep arguing with him.
Yeah.
I had a job where my boss would get mad, and he would put me in a position where I would have to quit, or he would want to fire me, and he'd be like, "You're fired if you do this." I said, "Okay," so I would do it, and then like he would do that on Friday or Saturday, and then the other boss, the other owner, I would work with on Sunday, so he would call me Sunday morning and be like, "Are you coming now?" Like, I got fired. He goes, "You're not fired, don't worry." Like, so they would always like, so if I need a weekend off, I would piss him off on a Thursday, and then come back in on Sunday morning. Because I was like the best guy they had, but you know he would stretch me too far. He'd ask me like he really put me in bad position for no reason, like just because he could. And the other guy understood that. He's like, "You're doing everything you're supposed to do. Come back," you know. But it
Yeah.
was a funny ongoing thing for like a good 6 years. I did that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I think she's making something. So we're her white noise while she knits and crochets away.
I'm not.
You're not. You just made my mouth just drop wide open. What are you doing over there?
I'm ripping these
Oh, you're making yourself your little card things for your stickers.
for the stickers.
I gotcha. That's a smart move. See, she's moving. She's busy. She's just doing something different with her hands. That's all.
I am. I'm taking a break.
That's right.
Yeah, this morning when I went out for my walk and stuff like that, and all of a sudden, a guy stopped me and said, "I need to talk to you." Oh, I said, "Oh shit, what did I do?"
Yeah.
Do you see? Do you want to see what I got today?
What is that?
Is that a white onion?
Onion?
It's a white onion.
Oh, look at that! I figured it out. With
And in
blind.
the bag is some cabbage.
Nice. I went to an Amish bakery yesterday, all the way up in Georgia. When we went to do the Townsville, Georgia, check it out because they're not from this area, and she was looking for like a good bread bakery because she's Italian and we haven't been able to find one. But we came across the bread wagon, so we go in. I've got a basket. Miss Sweets over here. Okay. So I got a lemon poppy cake about this big. Then I got a cinnamon crunch cake, and then I got a banana nut cake, and then I got spinach noodles, and then
Nice.
and then we got a plate. My son and I shared a plate of peanut butter bars.
Must have been good stuff. I mean, you can't
was
beat a
good
good
stuff.
bakery.
It was good. I spent I think $21.45, which wasn't bad considering it was really good stuff. And I think I even got like a sourdough loaf of bread to go with it too or something. But I don't go up there that often to Georgia. Never mind been to the Amish bakery before. They had like they had a lot of dry goods, but then they had pickled veggies. You have a good night, Pennsylvania Patriot. Thank you for popping by and hanging out with me. And then they had like the jellies and the jams and the butters. They had casseroles already made up that you could take home. When one of them was like a meatloaf with side of mac and cheese and some other different things. You can take them, pop in the oven, or that can go in the oven, and the other stuff can go into the micro. So it was pretty cool that they had ready-made meals and a bunch of beautiful cakes, and I was impressed. I was like, if we go back up there again, we'll probably pop in, but this time I'm not going for the loaves. I'm going for some of the meals and some of the jellies and some of the spices that they have, because they were pretty good prices on the spices too. And it
Nice.
was all like they did themselves, so it was pretty cool.
All right, you're getting me hungry now. I can't. It's too late.
Sorry.
I have to get better. I have to get. I got to do something.
Look, I just told Vicky's got munchies now too. You're gonna dig until Monday. Well, I hope you hit something really good. I hope you find that one good strike.
You
Or
said Italian bakery.
a good thing. Yeah.
You said Italian bakery. I started thinking 7 layers, Lindsay tarts, with gingerbread cookies, and I'm like, I just had all these pastries starting running through my head. I'm like, oh man.
Well, like up north in Boston, we had the North End.
Oh
So
yeah.
North End was all Italian. You come down here, you're looking for like a good Chinese food. No,
Right.
you end up
Right.
leaving the restaurant sick, and you're in the bathroom. You look for a good barbecue place with the barbecue sauces on the meat cooked under, and glazed. No, it's on the side, and you dip into the sauce. For me, that's not barbecue. Then you're
Right.
looking for a good Italian restaurant. I mean, there's a couple of little ones that are okay, but then you go and they've got Olive Garden as their Italian restaurant. Olive Garden is horrible. Okay, so it's like you go looking for these certain foods and you can't find anything, that like taking care of your craving of a good food. The only thing I
Right.
found though was Jersey Mike's It's as close as I could come for a good steak and cheese sub.
There you go. There's a Jersey Mike's by me, but I never tried it.
There's steak and cheese, salt and pepper, extra cheese. I don't do onions and peppers on my steak and cheese. So, but they have that too. They have the Philly and then they have the
Nice.
regular. So I get that and all the cheese. If you got a good steak and cheese, it's melted in through the steak. It's not sitting on the
Nice.
top. It's not sitting on the bottom. Every bite is a piece of cheese melted through, and
I,
that's
yeah,
their
you're
steak.
really trying to get us hungry now. That sounds so good.
Sorry, guys.
My mouth is watering, really, literally.
Hey, when I
Uh,
find a good steak sub shop, I'm going to say it's a good steak shop. I mean, it's really, really good. And you can get it like a large and split it with two people. That's how good it is. So,
I want.
what?
Can you send me a sandwich in the mail?
no, unfortunately, I can't.
They got a Jersey Mike's by you. They have to.
They have to have a Jersey Mike's.
No, he's not where I'm at.
I know I have a Jersey Mike's here.
You know what I can't find? I can't find good like Greek tzatziki sauce. Like in New York, you have all the Greek diners, and this one particular Greek guy owned like maybe a dozen diners where I lived, and he had the same sauce, and it was so good. And anytime I try and find a place and buy like a gyro or Savaki, something like, I can't find it anywhere in Jersey.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a
But I
good.
can find Italian places like and Chinese. It
I
takes a
can't
while,
find
but
a good
you'll hit
deli.
them.
Like I would like a good deli come down here. You know, with a
Right.
good
I'm
sandwich.
surprised they don't have one down there.
The
Like it
delis.
took me a while to find good bagels. Alpha Dolls was a
This
good
is
bagel place when I lived in Florida.
you would think it would be good, but this is the state capital. Okay, maybe down in
Right.
southern Florida, but not up here in northern Florida. It's not. It's like they
Right.
and being a state capital, they missed out on some really good opportunity because we're right on the border of Georgia and Alabama. So we would be in Tallahassee. I-10 is right here. They can come into town and do some good shopping, get some good food. No, we got
Right.
nothing like 7 different types of chicken shacks here. Seven,
You
no,
got
10
you
different.
got to start the food initiative and lobby for good restaurants.
I'm telling you, I went to this high-priced end place, and I got a steak like this big, and one little side dish, and it was $67, and the
Wow.
steak was horrible. You left hungry. I mean, it was just horrible, and I will never go back to that place. Hey, Lila.
Hi, Lila.
There was a place, I don't know, I think it was in Fort Lauderdale. They would actually send a water truck from Brooklyn to bring down the water so they
The
can make
water.
good pizza. Yeah, it's the water makes a difference. Like when I used to go to Savannah, they had the sulfur water there, and I could barely brush my teeth in it without throwing up.
Yeah,
It was and
I
people
can't
they
drink
would make
tap water.
my cousins would be making tea out of it. Like it's disgusting.
The water is so heavy with like lime and calcium deposits that when you go to boil something in the pot, it leaves a white film in your pot, and then
Right.
you have to use vinegar and stuff to boil and to heat up to try to get the white spot off of it afterwards. It's the worst. Hey, JMB. Oh
Hi,
my gosh.
JMB.
I can sit here and talk to you all night about food and about North and
Hey, does any of you guys play music instruments?
nope. I tried the piano and I got as far as dun 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 dun. That's it. I was like,
I'm a
I
bass
don't
player.
have a finger coordination, and I just it does not compute with me. So, even on the computer, I'm like back and going back in and erasing and going back and fixing. I just don't have the coordination for all that kind of stuff. Let's see.
Yeah, I couldn't be a great guitar player, so I became a bass player.
Bass players are awesome.
We had a
What
lot
was
of good guitar players in my neighborhood. One of my friends played in Guns N' Roses for like 8 years, and he
How
Nice,
much
still
do you
tours
charge to
with a lot
play?
of bands.
nice.
What's that?
How much do you charge to play?
Uh, I don't really charge. I'm not really doing it professionally in any way. Just as a hobby on the side.
Yeah, but
Geddy Lee was a great bassist.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
yeah, but here's the
Let's
thing.
all be back.
Okay,
7 years
I'll be back.
ago, 7 years ago, I I went to go play for the ADA celebration, the American with Disability Act in 2017, down in New Mexico. When I used to live down there, I got the guitar player, and he told me he wasn't gonna charge me; that he would do it for free. And he was a professional. The guy played the harmonica and the keyboards, and at that time I didn't know anyone that had a guitar. I didn't have a guitar at that time, but
Yeah.
but mostly played the keyboards and harmonica. But what happened with the guitar player? When he showed up to play, ready to play, this is a place right here, yeah. So we started playing. Then at the end of the show, they had other perform. We were the last one because I was known to be the best performer, and that's where they put up last. Well, after the show, he got so mad at me because he told me, I can't believe you screwed me over. Like he said, like why you didn't tell me there was in a large group of people with disabilities. I'm ashamed being around with these kind of people. I lost
That's
$120 for you.
That's major disrespect right there.
Yeah, like I lost $120 just playing with you. How come
That's
there's no
that's
where are the stage
hurt.
like where are the sound like where's the pool tables in the back? Where's the backstage? I didn't say there was none of that stuff. They said, how can you lie to me? Like where you
Lila, I appreciate you, honey. Thank you for popping in and showing your support.
like where you tricked me into playing with you like that? Like he was all mad. Like
Then he wasn't open. He was just in it for the buck and not for anything else. Don't sweat it. It's past. It's over with. Don't
yeah,
get yourself all worked up.
yeah,
It's done. It's in the past.
yeah, like and then he got all mad and they told me, oh, you got to pay me $120. No, I'm
Well,
not paying.
I hope he wins.
There's no contract.
No.
Oh, awesome, Bobby.
Yeah, but he screwed me over like that. Like
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. What did I just see?
that's why I have my own guitar, my guitar, my banjo. I have my own thing. That's why I have opponents of the clones now.
I missed something with Charles.
Yeah, I just got an acoustic bass for the first time. So I'm hoping one day I'll be out with friends that have guitars so we could jam and stuff. But I haven't played in a band in at least a decade, and not seriously for almost like good 15 years, something like that.
Charles, keep me posted when you're home and healing.
So if you play, there's a show called Guitar Zero where you could go up and play a song. They stream on YouTube on actually Saturday nights, usually from like 7 to 10 Eastern time, and it's on Rich New Designs channel. And if you go over there, check it out, go in the chat. He'll put in the link for you to go up if you want to play a song or something. Once in a while, I go there just to mess around.
Yeah, that's cool. Sorry, I got something in my eye. And it's not my finger.
And speaking of harmonica, the Blues Travelers, my sister's ex-brother-in-law was a guitar tech for the Blues Travelers. So I used to be able to go see them with the Black Crowes and Lenny Kravitz and have all backstage passes. And speaking of food, I would have to bring them bagels because they were finally in the New York area again. As long as I had bagels with me, I had access to everything.
Yeah,
One time I had to give back the head security's lineman back because I was leaving and they were at the break for their encore. And they said, okay, run behind the drum riser when they come off and go over there. So I go behind the drum riser and the whole band came off from behind the drum riser like, hey, who are you? what are you doing here? And I'm like, I'm Mike. They're like, you're Mike? And I'm like, yeah, you brought the bagels? Like, yeah, I brought the bagels. Like, eh, like, they're all so happy. They're like, every time we're in New York, you got to bring us bagels. I was like, you got it, no problem.
Yeah,
But such a nice
you
guy,
like to hear
fun
when we
time.
bring the bagels. I know, especially from New York.
Yeah.
That and
Oh,
a good deli sandwich. Like I like a good Reuben with the deli pickle. And
right.
it just
I
sounds
have a place
like a
called
good deli.
Harold's by me.
Hi,
Harold's,
Frank.
the desserts are the size of a giant like serving plate, and
Wow.
they got to give you like a half a loaf of bread with the corned beef and pastrami and stuff like that. It's amazing. It's
Yeah,
really pricey, but it's they sell crazy stuff like giant like eclairs and Napoleons and that
all
are
good
really
stuff.
monster size that you need like 4 people to eat.
Maybe
Yeah,
that's my maybe you talk about my normal size, right? Because I have low vision, legally blind, so everything has to be big for me to see. So it's
There
like,
you go. So you make sure you get big servings.
yeah, but when you're blind, have low vision, everything has to be big.
there you go. Big old platter full of food. I would love a good platter of deli meats and cheeses. You know,
Right.
I'm thinking about saving up $70 just so I can get a hold of Pearl pastrami up north in Boston and have it shipped because they only send you 10 pounds, so it's like $70 for 10 pounds of pastrami. You know, and then
Not
just
too
put it,
bad considering.
yeah, and then just put it into Ziploc baggies and freeze them in the freezer, and then bring out for meals for me and the kids because I pastrami down here. I like a red pastrami.
I'm about to surprise you guys.
Um,
All right.
This is a zucchini.
that's a zucchini.
That's a zucchini.
What kind of
Oh,
zucchini
what a
is that?
wonderful zucchini.
I don't know what kind of zucchini it is, but this lady grew this zucchini, and I got it from the farmers market today. But yes, it's a zucchini.
Wow, that's
I was
pretty
like,
wild.
what?
Yeah, I don't see. I think I've seen. Oh gosh, excuse me. Ooh, where did that yawn come from? Those two yawns come from. I think I've seen around zucchini once before, but I didn't realize it was more like that's more like a yellow, right? A pale yellow,
I don't. Yeah, it's a kind of a pale,
pale orangey yellow.
kind of a greenish yellow color.
Let me see. Pumpkin zucchini. Pumpkin. Is there such a thing as pumpkin zucchini? Pumpkin
I'm
zucchini.
here. I just had to walk off camera.
No, I want to see images. Vegetable. Okay, here we go. Pumpkin zucchini vegetable. It's
Oh,
not.
Charles says hi to you, Ronald.
Hi, Charles.
He's been asleep on the floor over there.
No, I've been
No, yeah, Ronald.
keeping that flew back.
Ronald, your voice tells me that you fell asleep a little bit.
I'm out.
Rounds. Around. Did they say that was a zucchini or a squash?
She said zucchini.
Round zucchini. Okay.
And Linda says hi to you.
The ones that I see in this picture are like yellow. I mean, green. I haven't seen a yellow one.
Right, zucchini's good.
Kind of green. It's kind of green. A light green.
Oh, I mean, these are like green, like dark green, not like a. Yeah,
Not like a
totally,
pale.
totally different color. That's pretty wild. I'm looking to see.
Have you ever
So I'm
felt
trying to fend off the groundhog.
Oh,
It eats everything, and it'll wait till the day before I'm going to pick it. Like it knows. It's like, oh, you're going to pick that lettuce tomorrow? Let me know it. Like he got me every time. And I had my neighbor was trapping them and sending them off in the woods and other places. And the neighbor I had before that, he was this old Vietnam vet who drank
yeah.
like gin all day. And one day I was in the backyard, and I hear the sliding door open, and I see the arm come out like this, that bang, bang, and the arm, I go, don't shoot, and the arm goes back in the door, he slams the door. I see him the next day, I said, what is that, BB gun, what are you doing? He goes, no, that was a 22. He's like, I killed 7 groundhogs already this year. I was like, don't tell my wife, just keep that a secret. But I've had this one living under my shed for probably 10 years, and I don't want, it's an animal. I don't want to do anything
Right.
to it, and it's too big to fit in a trap. It's the size of like a medium-sized dog. It's really, really
wow.
big.
Oh, they're
And,
good size.
Yeah, like, so I filled in his hole that he dug underneath the fence the other day. I woke up in the morning, and it was totally empty. He totally opened up the hole again. Like, so, at least he's going somewhere else to eat. But
There
I
you
have
go.
cantaloupe and corn and basil, tomatoes, stuff like that, peppers. I'm finally just getting little flowers, so hopefully some of it will grow in, and maybe I can keep it away from him.
Yeah. There you go.
J and B says or I'm not sure if J and B says they've grown these. So what type is it?
Yeah. What type of a zucchini squash is that? I'm curious about that too. That's pretty cool. Yeah, as long as the critters stay out of you guys' gardens, that's all I hope for you all. I can't have a veggie garden where I'm at. I burned 4 tomato plants last year because I get such direct sunlight in front of my tiny little townhouse that I was trying it in one of my little flower beds. I mean, my box was like this big. It's about that big. Well, actually that big. So I tried growing 4 tomato plants in there, and they burned to a crisp. And they had tons of
Looks like
plenty
a
of water and
pumpkin
everything.
squash. Said it looks like a pumpkin squash. Oh,
Yeah.
round zucchini.
Have you ever
Yeah, it
had,
could be.
have you ever had a what do they call it? Onion bagel with cream cheese and lox.
Yes. And a
My
tomato
wife,
with
Dolores, eats onion bagels with cream cheese and ham. I mean, I can't get into it, but that's what she likes to do.
I usually get the everything bagel with cream cheese and Lorraine cheese.
what's
I had a
Lorraine
lady
cheese?
I had a lady that set up a bagel bar, and she charged $2.50 for them bagels.
Wow.
Heated it up, and man, it was delicious.
Oh, I know exactly what an acorn squash looks like because I'm not a butternut kind of girl, even though everybody in
Bobby.
my family is.
I'm so sorry you're having such a bad allergy reaction right now. Allergy sneezing attack.
Wow.
Show it again, Susan said. Here, let me bigify it too.
My
Show the
favorite
bottom-
bagel is egg poppy.
Show the bottom and the top. There's the bottom. Show the top. There you go.
I got a really good camera my brother bought.
Nice.
You know, that webcam.
Yeah, I need to get a new one. This one, I wiggled it so much that the wires are out. You're welcome.
Don't hold it to the camera too close. I saw this show where they were critiquing some guy who does things to fruits and vegetables
Oh, man.
in a very odd way. It was I wasn't watching the actual show. It was guys commenting on the show like, look what he's going to do to this watermelon. And it was just, oh my God, it was so crazy. It's funny.
Bobby, you need a neti pot and rinse out the sinuses. I can't use them. I'll drown myself. But my son's got really bad allergies when it comes to pollen. And he uses a neti pot and helps rinse out his sinuses. I'm lucky I didn't get allergies. My poor son did with my ex-husband. They have that. I don't wish that on anybody. But no, back to that pastrami thing. I want that, but then I want a good sub roll. And the sub rolls down here are like Wah, wah. I would never be able to get good bread shipped down here from up north. There's so
There's
much
this
stuff I want
place.
shipped down here.
I haven't been to Manhattan in a while, but I know that if I'm ever in Manhattan again, I'm going to be getting this loaf of bread. It's called a Bianca. It's about 5 feet long,
Uh-huh.
flat bread that has like cheese baked in and stuff. And it's probably like $30 or $40 for the loaf. It's like a crazy price. And
Hmm.
then I'll go to Venero's and get a chocolate cheesecake.
There you
So
go.
yeah, and those shipping a chocolate cheesecake is like $50.
Yeah,
So I'm never gonna pay $50 for a cheese. I'm gonna wait till I'm actually there and go in the store and buy it for
yeah,
$20 with it. You know?
exactly, exactly. That's why I kind of wish I was like back up north long enough to go and get myself like my pastrami, fry a couple of pounds, and bring it back with me. You know what I mean? And the rolls and all that kind of stuff because it's just like I miss so much from up north that being a capital city, you think there would be more with it. It's not. It's
Right.
nothing like a city up north at all. At all. You have, I'm going to have to go to bed to keep from eating. J and V, you have a good night. Sorry I'm making you hungry. Linda, sleep well, honey. Get some much needed rest, sweetie. Yeah, it's too early for pumpkins.
Yes, they're fall. They're squash. So it kind of makes me wonder if it instead of being a zucchini, if it's a squash.
Squashes are coming out.
Yes, they are.
But when I went to look at the round squashes, they were all red or bright yellow. The zucchini squash,
Oh, wow.
yeah, I didn't see any like that pale yellowish color.
I
I
keep
mean,
thinking of that Saturday Night Live thing with the zucchini, where they sing the zucchini song. Oh, what a wonderful zucchini! Must be 6 foot long or even more. Or whatever, like
I want to yellow squash types. Okay, hold on. Yellow squash types. That looks like here. I'm gonna share this for a second. Now I'm curious. I gotta find this out. So I'm gonna share this.
I'm definitely going to let you guys know what it tastes like.
are you gonna fry it or put it in a salad or?
I haven't. I see it right there. The orange one's above it.
This one
No,
or this
up.
one? That
No,
one.
keep coming. Keep coming. No, the other way. You see where the orange? There's the green and the orange, and then there's that white one right there below it. Right there. Right there. Yes,
That one.
that one.
That is. What's the name of that? That's a goodie. Oh, I have to wait. Long Island Seed Project. I gotta wait. This is frozen right at the moment. I can't do anything. Let's see.
Ooh, doesn't that? Yeah.
That kind of reminds me of yours. And when I look at it in the computer, that's what yours remind. That one reminds me of.
Yeah.
But it doesn't give like the name. You know what I mean? And the worst part is like, I have to. Okay, hold on a second. It's not like letting me click on any round zucchini. Here we go. It's not even saying what type of zucchini it is. This is a tender and true GODF. Tender and true zucchini.
I'm going to turn my camera off and I'll be back.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking up your veggie and you're turning off your camera and I'll be back.
Well, I'm going to go get the bigger one.
Uh, yeah, I'm not seeing it other than that right there. Okay, I'm giving up. I tried, but she deserted us. So guess what? I'm close. Uh, it doesn't
Yeah,
give you like.
I kind of break into the TV
I'm
screen.
back. I just wanted to go get the bigger one.
All right, let's see. Go ahead.
Here's the bigger one.
Yeah, it still gives the same thing.
Still the same
Okay,
thing.
I want it.
Okay,
You could do a
Charles is
Google search by taking a picture with Google Lens. It'll pull it
And
up for you.
here's my cabbage.
that's a different color right there.
That looks like the same thing. Oh, I'm
That's
looking at
cabbage.
the delay. No. I'm looking at the delay on my computer. Now I see the cabbage.
Yeah, cabbage.
This is the one that he
Nice.
was showing, but that's not it. That's got the white stem. Yours has got the green stem, right?
That's mine's got the green.
Yeah. The pumpkin gourd, squash gourd, yeah. But hers has got a green stem, not white stem.
Because that makes me think of a pumpkin.
Yeah.
And you usually see those more in the fall.
But yeah, I was looking to see if there was like information on this geo. You know what? Let's just type that in there. GODE.
Des, do you know you have an error in the ticker in the bottom, or that's intentional?
A what?
Framley?
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
yeah. Because
I
if you
figured it was.
post your link, you can type Peace Vet DD or 29, and everybody's welcome to my channel. I'm not finding it, so I'm not putting us through this torture. Okay, I tried. But I like having people they're friends, and they become part of my family.
Gotcha. There you go.
It's family. And it's all over. I mean, it's not just me that thought of it. Other channels have thought of it too. But I like that idea because that's how I feel about everybody here, So,
I just dropped my link. I'm trying to get about 16 more hundred views to reach 100K. So hopefully this
nice.
weekend I'll do it.
Nice.
I know
Yeah,
of a channel. I know of a channel that I follow that reached their 100K,
Oh,
nice.
nice.
and I'm donating to their. And it's the ones in Florida.
I think you digits. Oh, are they?
Yes.
That's very cool. They're over there outside of, oh my gosh. Live Oak, like between Live Oak Lake City and Gainesville, and they're in that area. Big channel. They have the best outdoor kitchen ever.
Ever.
Oh,
Oh, you got that one right.
Oh my gosh.
He
I would
he.
love. I would love just the back porch. Forget the house. I just want the back porch kitchen area. It's covered. It's got an amazing flat top barbecue built into the kitchen counter sink. Like they took the Blackstone, and they took the top part of it and inserted it onto their counter. Refrigerator,
wow.
sink. Like sit up. You come up to the bar and you can sit at the bar.
Ronald's gonna get a picture of it.
Digits is so cute. Here's one with. Okay, let's see. Here's another one. Let's see what this one looks like. Waiting for the pictures to come through. Come on, pictures. They're not coming through. There we go. Refresh the page. Hers are a little more yellow than white. I'll show
I
you these
think,
real quick.
is it possibility that they got picked early?
I don't know. Here, I'm gonna present this real quick. We got to get you higher than that, digits. He's only 887 away from 1,000. Yeah, these are again. These are pure
Yeah,
white.
I don't think I have digits. Drop your link so I could subscribe.
Yeah, these are pure white though with the green stem. And yours is not pure
that,
white though.
that's possible. You know that these are just a little bit early, but they are kind of smoother.
Oh, I have heartburn or something going on. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, no other pumpkins. Okay.
I haven't decided how I'm going to cook it yet.
I like roasting. Susan, you have a good night, hon. Sleep well. I
Okay.
like taking my butternut squash, peeling it, cutting it, or just like cutting it in half and taking the guts out and putting it on the roasting pan with my acorn squash and sweet potatoes. Oh, so good. Some olive oil drizzled on it.
There you go.
That's one of my favorite things with baked chicken. I'll usually have something like that, baked chicken and those veggies combo, and I might throw a carrot mix in there.
Hi, Foxy's friends.
That's right above you.
Yep.
Foxy Friends is right above you, Rebecca. That's Mike.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I just,
Oh, that's so cute.
yeah, I've always not watched the chat, and I've kind
Oh, I
of
haven't tried that.
gotten a little more obsessed about it.
Well, finally, yeah, I put the laptop down here so I can see the chat finally.
There you go. That makes it easier as you're facing this way.
I try to make it. I was just gonna have the headset on and the camera off and go do the pool chemicals and do the walk around, but you forced me into camera mode.
No, I should come up for a little while.
I'll be laying in bed right now, half asleep, with just the headset on. Or I'd be in the refrigerator with all the food talk.
Yeah, I think half the people that left here are now raiding the refrigerators. Sorry, folks. Fried zucchini fries. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Before. I like shredded. I like taking shredded zucchini. Take the zucchini, shred it, then squeeze out the juice in a towel, and then you put it in a frying pan with a little bit of oil and fry it up, and then add Parmesan cheese on it and melt it through.
Wow.
Now that's good.
That sounds great.
That is
I
really
know
good.
exactly what beats all of those. See what P Digit said?
If paper
Those are
beats
good ones.
rock and rock beats scissors and scissors beats paper, what beats all three at the same time? Peaceful-Dez.
Wow.
What? Dynamite?
Yes.
I guess I'm dynamite.
You are. You are.
In my mind, maybe about this much of it.
There's a Dynamite channel too. I've seen.
Is it really?
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of funny.
What are they blowing up?
It's always drama. It's always or silly skits.
Okay.
It's DYNO-MITE, I think is how he spells it. Um, but it's some silly stuff. They're nice. Another group of nice people.
Yeah,
Usually like a live stream.
that's cool.
Did you say this what's the factor?
There's no night.
There you go.
That's funny. I know that I want to do. I think Ryan, the tech guy, and I are going to do a 24-hour. I don't know how I'm going to make it, but I'm doing one right around my 60th birthday.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah. We're going to celebrate 60, and he's going to go for 24 hours. He got challenged.
You should put up like a notification for pre-stream and a place to send like birthday food items for you to display and taste. Like
Right?
you'll get pastrami shipped to you, and nice pastries, and it could just be a gourmet day of pleasure for Dez's 60th. That'd be
Oh,
perfect.
that would be so nice. I have not had good food so long. I mean, I've had food, um,
Good
but
food
I
stream.
should. Right. I need to go back and read. Did just need something about he. Did what was that about? Ordering food from Maine. He ordered seafood from Maine, like lobster.
My friend was in Maine for the summer last year, and he gave me the name of a place where they ship it out. Dry ice direct.
Yeah,
But I forgot the name of it. It was pretty pricey.
we
I
did that.
ordered decent barbecue from Gold Belly. It was called, and they have a bunch of different food places. So I was looking for something new to send Christmas wise to family, and it was like a barbecue that came out with potato salad and coleslaw and like all the fixings and stuff with the
Yeah,
barbecue. And everybody who got it said it was great. I think it came from North Carolina or something.
yeah. See, if I like shellfish, I would love that idea. But I had shipped down lobster one year when I was younger, and with me, we brought it down on the plane to my grandmother in Miami when she was still alive, and she ruined the way it was cooked. And ever since then, I don't like shellfish anymore, of any kind. And
Right.
I used to eat like conch and scallops and fried clams, but they had to be like fried clams, like crispy, crunchy clams, and lobster and crab. And now all I can have is like fish. It's the only thing I like. I cannot stand the texture, the taste of shellfish anymore. It's just so
Wow.
good. Yeah, she ruined it for me. Don't let a Spaniard try to make lobster in the oven and cook it the wrong way.
I was down by Miami once. I don't know where I was. It's John Petticamp Park, and I swam with a school of squid. It was really really cool because they go through the water like bloop bloop, and you just swimming through. It was
I
really
know
cool.
that sounds cool, but at the same time, you gotta be careful. You get stung by a jellyfish, you better get out and have somebody. I hate to say this, pee on you.
Right, right. Oh, I had a boss that lived in Fort Lauderdale he went to Jamaica, and the first thing he did was step on a stingray or something, and the
Oh yeah,
Jamaican guy just whipped it out behind his foot. Like that's how his vacation started. He's like, it's the most horrifying. Like all I could think about was this guy peed on me the whole week. Like it's like it never went out of my head.
but that's what you do
Drama.
because of
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that and sea urchins. Like sea urchins wash up on shore, and you're walking, and you don't see them, and you
Right.
step
Right.
on one, you got the needle in your foot, and it hurts. Let me tell you, it's no joke. You pee on it, and you go and get it taken care of as soon
Wow.
as you can, because it's worse than having like a tack or nail in your foot. I mean, it's the worst. So yeah,
Yeah. I used to snorkel by Commercial Pier in Fort Lauderdale. And I did it for like 6 months. I was unemployed, and I would go out every day with my friends and swim out. There was 2 or 3 reefs, and we'd be in like 20 feet of water with just the snorkel and the fins, and stay out there for hours and come
Mhm.
back.
yeah,
Now I can't think, like I couldn't imagine being out there, and I would bring people from New York out there. and they'd have a panic attack, and I'd have to swim and catch them because they run out of gas before they made it to the shore. But it was beautiful. It was really nice. It was great because the salt water is so good for your skin and the sun. Like,
Yeah, it's supposed to heal your wounds and stuff too.
yeah, it was awesome. It was
Yeah.
about 30 years ago though.
I grew up in St. Thomas, so if you wanted to go snorkeling, you had to go, leave. You had to go take a boat or airplane, like a boat plane. It starts on the runway and then it goes down into the water and takes off. They call it a sea goose. So
Right,
you take it over St. Croix, and then you get like somebody to take you out to Buck Island in St. Croix, not the one off St. Thomas, but the one off St. Croix. It's an it's historic island. What is it? No, a national park island. So you can't leave any garbage behind on that island. What you bring onto the island, you take off to the island, and it's you anchor out, like, let's say this is the island right here. This is my monitor, so this is the island. Okay, you anchor out here, and you look down, and it's all white sand underneath the water, crystal clear.
right,
And if you wanted to go snorkeling, you go along. I think it's when you look at the island, you go to the right, and all underneath is coral reefs with plaques and stuff of different fish and so forth and so on. And people would snorkel all in there. Well, a couple of years ago, I think it was Hurricane Michael. One of the hurricanes came up to the Virgin Islands, and it did a lot of damage to the coral reefs around the island.
right.
So, I mean, you can still snorkel it, but you have to be super careful when you go there. But it's so cool because we used to do that when I was a kid. We'd go up there, we'd bring our food and stuff, go picnic on the beach, and then we'd have our little rafts and stuff, and we tie each other to rubber tubing, and we just float right there and put like a rock and anchor on a stone and anchor us. We just like hang out right there and just play around while some of the adults are snorkeling up to the right of us, and then some of the people were on the boat behind us. And we would, when we were done, we take what we could in our bags that were watertight, and we brought them right back, and we put our garbage in the garbage bags. And when we got to mainland, we took everything and got rid of it. And then I'd go
Yeah,
spend the night at my uncle's house in St. Croix, and the next day catch the Seagoose back to St. Thomas.
nice.
Yeah,
Sounds like a
yeah.
great trip.
It was a lot of fun. I mean, snorkeling and good seafood. That's when I was eating shellfish, you know. But it was always fun to go and just see the 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 fish and the sea urchins in their natural habitat, that hasn't been disrupted and everything. And to also watch like the dolphins. Hi, Rudy. And watch the dolphins go swimming off the front of your sailboat and your boats as it's going along, and they're just sitting there, just going through the waves in the front of the boat, and then watching the sea turtles over by the islands. There's one island you would never go to though. It's called Mosquito Island. I wonder why. You do not want to go to
Yeah.
Mosquito Island.
By New York, we have Rat Island. So you can imagine what Rat Island is like.
Right. So yeah. But it was fun. I mean, you collect. I still have seashells in a jar about this big, like little baby seashells, just as a remembrance, because I didn't want to, bring in shells off and over to mainland. It's just a lot of shipping to go back up to the States. Hey, Matt. He's been hanging out nice and quietly in the background. My protector, so sweet. He's a great guy to be friends with too, and follow his
Did you
channel.
see that Molly came in?
I did say hi to Molly. You were busy. Hi, Ruby. How are ya? Always nice to see everybody. I know I'm on late, and usually I'm not on tonight, but I wanted to catch a little bit of watch hours and hang out with everybody, see how they're doing, what their plans are for the weekend and for the 4th of July. So Gary didn't stay on long. He was on for like 50 minutes, and that was it, which was a shocker. I thought he'd be on a lot longer. I was going to hang out with him for a lot longer. But, yeah. I think Susan went to bed, hon. She was saying she was going to bed about, I think, 20 or 30 minutes ago. Excuse me.
Well, I'm going to call it a night, guys.
All
Thank you
right.
so much for having me. It's
I
been fun chatting with
appreciate it.
everybody.
It's good,
Been
always good
great.
to talk to a fellow Northeasterner
There you go.
or an
And
Easterner, an
I'll
Easterner.
catch you guys on the next stream probably tomorrow or something. Have a good night,
For
everybody.
sure. Have a good night, Mike.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. Alfonso's nice and quiet. He's just letting me chit chat away with everybody. So is Rebecca. She's doing something over there, still with her papers and stapler. I can hear it.
No, it's tape.
Oh, is it tape? Okay.
I got myself a new hat off of Amazon.
Charles, you have a good night and keep me posted, hon. Oh, I like your hat, Alfonso.
Bright green, fluorescent.
It'll keep you
green.
nice and cool.
Yeah. Be more visible.
Sleep well, Charles. Get the much needed rest. Poor Ruby. She's saying hi to half the ladies, and half the ladies have gone to bed. Thanks, Charles. Okay.
Check out what I got at the thrift store this week
Oh, I've seen that.
from by
The
Tonka.
tractor. Yeah, I love Tonka. I have a
Yeah.
1970 or 1974
They're from the
Tonka truck.
1970s.
Yeah, I have a Tonka truck up here on top of
Can I
my
see it?
stereo. I'm not bringing it down. It's way up there on top of my stereo. It needs to be dusted too. It's orange and it's got a crack in the plate. It was a
Is it-
gift from. It was a gift from me from a friend.
Is it a big one or?
Yeah, it's a big one. It's a big Tonka truck, dump truck. It's
Wow.
got the back dumps. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan of. I grew up in the 60s and 70s. You know, we had Matchbox cars and we had Tonka trucks and
Yeah.
tractors and all that stuff back in the day. Bulldozers.
Yeah, I found out that this
Oh,
was $27
nice.
and I got it for $6, like a whole bag of tractors.
Nice.
For $6,
I,
got a whole
I
bag.
like that. That's awesome.
I got a whole bag of mixed cars and tractors and trains. For
Very
$6.
cool.
It was in it.
That's a keeper.
Yeah. You never know what you find in the
Oh, there-
thrift store.
I
Oh,
know.
I
there's-
know.
I know. There's one thing Alfonso would like to have.
What's that? Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I swear I could have break into
Yeah,
the
you were.
TVs.
I think it was the other day. He was here when you were showing it.
Well, it was on my own live, and he seen
Yeah.
it sitting back there. It's not back there anymore.
Where did you put it now?
It's in my room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because she's afraid that I'm gonna break the TV and snatch it.
Did you learn that lesson? It didn't work when you were little.
Yeah. And I also got this old John Deere tractor.
Oh, that's very cool too.
Metal.
Is metal? Yeah. See, metal's the best. That's what that is too. Is metal. I'm going over to Digit's house for some burgers. not like we're not gonna have burgers either. We're gonna open up our Sam's burgers and have that on the grill, cheddar and
You seen
bacon.
this one?
Oh no, that's pretty. That's an
Got it for
oldie.
$9 minus my employee discount.
That's an
A year
oldie.
ago.
I like the little seat in the back.
Yeah.
You gotta
The
show
only
the
thing-
back end. Show the back end. There we go.
The only thing I need is like the rollover protection structure.
Yeah.
That's what the only thing I need. With like the rollover protection structure. Because what if you roll over that you don't get crushed?
What year is that?
It's part from the 60s.
They probably didn't have it back then.
Yeah, but it's like Ertl. Made by Ertl.
But I'm saying they probably didn't have a rollover back in that day.
Oh, the rollover protection structure?
Yeah.
Not till what, the 80s when they implemented? 70s,
If that's
80s?
if that's in the 60s, I don't think they had. I mean, they didn't even have seatbelts back in the day. So
Wow.
no seatbelts. I remember those days. They were not in the car yet.
Yeah, so you would have, back then, if you were to get into an accident, that was pretty much
I
it, right?
I even got to sit in the back of a station wagon that the back seat faced the back glass.
Yeah, and you look out the window, out the back.
You
Yeah.
look out the window.
Okay, Digits. He's got to go check the generator. I'll be back. We lost power after a microburst today. Got to check on the generator. Yeah, I would be definitely checking on that generator. Make sure it's ready in case you do lose another more power. Ow.
Check out what I got.
Oh, that's a nice locomotive. Union
G-scale, the
Pacific.
big one, the big model trains.
Yeah.
These are very expensive. These will run you about $700.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it.
And I was lucky to get it for $65.
And you've got that up on a nice shelf for, to look at, right? To enjoy.
Yeah, I wish I could run it, but the radius that it requires, it has to go like at least 5
No, I
feet
know
up
that,
greater.
but I'm saying you've got it up on the shelf so you can enjoy it, though.
Oh yeah, I got
Look
like.
at it.
Let me show you. I got my other G-scale model trains up on the
Okay,
shelf.
that's pretty cool.
My passenger coach. I
There you
got
go.
I got those two at the thrift shop at the store where I work at
Uh,
for $6 each, and they're like $200.
nice.
And they
Nice.
light up when you put them on the track. I already tried it.
Yeah,
They light up.
that's awesome. What was I gonna say? There was a bar that I used to go to in Hyannis, a local pub where all the locals would hang out, and in the bar they had a train track that went around the room on up above.
On the ceiling, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it these big
Yeah.
ones like I have? Was it like the big ones?
Yep,
Yeah, the G scale.
yep. They had it going around the bar, which
Yeah.
was really cool. 'Cause, I mean, like the restaurant bar, the whole room. So it wasn't like a short track; it was a nice long track. So it gave plenty of room, except for the sharp corners. When they would have it come out from there, so they
Yeah.
wouldn't have to do the sharp corners, but they'd be able to do the round part of it. It was fun. We'd always watch and see where the train would be in the room.
I bet you they have it really high up so no one won't reach it, right?
I'm sorry.
They have it high up too, right?
Yeah, nobody can touch it.
Yeah, but those are expensive.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, so a train set like that will start you around $400 and up.
Yeah, I know
I've just
that.
been lucky to get them. I've just been very lucky to get them.
You're very lucky to get to see things that we would not see.
Yeah.
Our thrift stores down here don't have much of anything. They're full of junk, overpriced, and then Dollar
Yeah.
Tree items that you get for $1 and $1.25, and they're charging you $3.99 for and up.
Oh yeah.
So
I got this locomotive. Let me show you.
up, bring down the camera.
Uh,
There we go. Oh, that's pretty cool.
LGB European. Well, no, actually, no. This is a Märklin from Germany.
Uh huh.
From the Märklin.
That's pretty cool.
It's a European model train.
Yeah, I remember being in Spain when I was a kid visiting family, and my grandmother took me on one of those old steam, and I think it was steam or
Yeah, this is Steve.
Right. yeah, where
Except
it
these,
come out of the front, the stack, it come out of
Yeah.
the stack front. Yeah,
yeah.
that's that's kind of a train
But
I rode on in Europe.
But these are from Europe. The European train. These are called tank engines because instead of having a tender, you got the coal back here, and then you got
Yeah.
the water tanks on the sides.
Yeah, I think that's the kind of train that I was on. I always
Yeah.
say the Harry Potter train because that's what it reminds me of. When you go into the back where the seating is and everything, it's like that, but not in separate. I wasn't in a separate room, but our seats were facing each other. The bench seats were facing each other.
Right.
And then you had the big windows, and we would look out the windows and see, the scenery as it's going by. So.
You know, I bet on the train. I bet on the Durango and Silverton in Colorado.
Uh huh.
And I tell you what, you don't feel the vibration like what you feel on the road on the car, like the road
Yeah.
where you feel. When you're on a train, you don't feel the tracks. You can't. We can't feel the vibration.
I have.
Like on a train,
Hmm.
you might feel like the sway motion, but that's about it. But you don't feel like
I
the
I hear the thump 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 thump.
you hear the clickety clack. You could hear, but you don't feel the clickety clack. You understand what I'm saying? You hear the clickety clack,
I
but
have
you
to
don't
think
feel
about.
it.
I have to think about that now.
You
Because I
don't.
always felt like, even in the subways and stuff, I always felt like I felt everything.
You felt
Yeah.
because I thought the rails are much smoother than the roads, so that you don't feel them, right?
Welcome back, Perry. Um, Depending on the road you're on, but yeah, a lot of roads now are like gone to wayside. They're in crap condition. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's the rails are a lot smoother than a lot of roads out there in the United States. I can say that. Even my road on my street has got major potholes and stuff that my HOA can't afford to fix because not everybody's paying their HOA fees.
right.
So I
That's
think I'm
why
gonna
you.
I think I'm gonna wait until Digits comes back before I say goodbye, good night.
Let me put away my locomotive.
So that way it's fair to him as well. I'm not just poofing off on him, and I feel bad because you just came back as well, Perry. But it's 12:27 here, so this Cinderella is starting to become a pumpkin.
Let me
After
show you the
midnight,
most
So am
expensive
I.
locomotive I have.
that's pretty cool.
The LGB Echo. This is a
That's
$500 locomotive I got for $20.
wow. You know, somebody loves his trains. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, and what I did, I changed the power supply
Uh,
instead of getting power from the track.
yeah.
I converted to USB rechargeable battery, so I can recharge it through USB,
Oh wow.
and I just connected to the locomotive, and that was it.
Yeah.
Instead, I have to
Hi,
rely
Rudy.
I didn't have to rely from the power on the track, because the rails, if they're not clean or they're not well seated with the joiners, you tend to
Right.
lose power.
Right. What'd you have for dinner there, Perry? That's a pretty cool job. I mean, pretty cool that you did that.
Yeah, yeah, it's a very expensive locomotive. And the coupler right here, I put a front end coupler right here.
Uh huh.
Put a front end coupler. Like if we want to pull something in reverse, you can pull it reverse.
Hi, Rushing Wind Mountain.
It's 12:29 here. I wish it was 9:28. I'd be still hanging out. It's on your channel. I can't explain it. Fine. Don't explain it. I feel like Peanut. uh, you know how Peanut gets when he's frustrated with Jeff? All right. I get it.
Now you're seeing the tracks for it.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, you hear the one with the metal rails, and you hear like the plastic ones.
Yeah.
The one for the Christmas train you put underneath the tree. They're the same gauge. They're the
Okay.
same. They're the same size, but these tracks are expensive. ten
I
to
can only,
fifteen dollars a piece.
wow. I can only imagine how much it costs just to be able to get it around a tree or a room or something. Rebecca?
Yes. I said hi to Rushing Wind Mountain.
Okay. Want to
I
make sure you saw
thought
Ruby's
that I
message.
said,
Hey, I want to make sure you saw Ruby's message. Those are pretty cool there, Alfonso.
Yeah. They are by Bachman, but there's some the more expensive ones like LGB, the one with the brass track, the solid rail,
Yeah,
T-shaped rail. Those are way more expensive. Like they're like $20 a foot.
yeah.
LGB brass tracks, the high quality rails.
Wow.
But these are expensive. Like they're not cheap at all. You know.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it.
I just been lucky to get them in the thrift store, or a lot of times they were given to me from my. See, being not this past, I think the Christmas before last year, my manager, she spoiled me with a $400 train set. My store manager, she got me an electric train for Christmas.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, because that day, she told me, "Hey, I need to see you in the office before you leave. I need to see you in the office."
Right.
Like, I'm thinking, what did I do? And then when I went to the office, okay, and look what I got something for you. And then I was all like that. Oh, an
That's
electric
sweet.
train set, yeah.
That's very, very sweet.
Yeah, my manager said I'm her only child at the store. Like everybody at work says I'm their only kid.
Hey, enjoy it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Eek! Jackie, how are you, girl? Oh, that's so awesome to see you.
Hi, Jackie. First time I think I've seen that name.
That's Shaky, and Jackie, and April and Glenn, and Susan, and all of them are from Lazy Acre.
Ooh.
We're all like family. I haven't seen you in forever, woman. Always good to see you.
So where's the bar at that you telling me about that has the train?
Oh, I was just cool. It was like it's one of those like you're like comfy. Oh, nice. They just got back from the fire. Her and her son. Hey, my son and I just got back from the fireworks tonight with the fire department. That is awesome. Where's Shaky? Working or he's home? So it's like one of those staples in that bar, and it just it's just something you come and hang out with your friends, and
Yeah.
and it's just there. You're home. It's where all the locals hung out in that area, and sometimes when the kids come into town during the summer, they try to push us out, but we push them out.
But I like to see that
Gotcha.
place.
I don't even know if it's still around. I mean, this is like, let's see. My son is 35. No, my daughter is 35. So it was about 35 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. Storm. Gotcha. It's always wonderful to see you. I'm still trying to figure out how to watch Hallmark movies. I don't know if I'll be able to get it because I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay $6.99 a month to Friendly TV when I don't want all those channels. I wish Hallmark itself had their 4 channels as one package price.
So you said the thrift store you have in your town don't have good stuff?
No.
Not even
And then-
records? Do they have records or no?
I'm thinking. I think there's one that does. There's one that does, but that's it. You missed your Christmas show tonight, Hallmark. Oh man. You might be able to catch them like tomorrow or something. Sometimes I'll do them in the morning. Maybe. Yes, Ruby. The Inner Harbor. Oh, that's pretty cool. The fireworks display was done by them. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Anyway, I lost my thought. I need some water. I need some more water.
Two trains.
I think this is my fourth bottle today, or fifth.
So, I don't know if there's any hobby shops where you at.
There is one. It's on. It doesn't get a lot of business, but it's on the other side of town.
Where they have model trains, like the big ones like these.
Hi, Richard. I have only gone in there once in the 13 years I've been here. Sorry, I have a child coming down. I have to turn off the
Hi,
camera.
Richard.
But yeah, we have one on the other side of town. So, right next to Ruby no, not Ruby Tuesday morning.
Tuesday morning.
Yeah. But they're getting ready to close that store. I mean, there's so many stores that are getting ready to close here.
Oh, they closed down the third. You know what? They closed down the big lots on Tuesday morning where I'm at because due to high theft,
Oh, I can believe it.
a lot of stores are closing.
Yeah, we still have our big lots. Oh, nice. A friend of Bobby's.
Oh, a friend of Bobby. Thank you for coming.
I love you, sis. You have a good night, sweetie. And thank you for popping and saying hi. On your way out, don't forget the thumbs up for me, please.
Actually, at the thrift store where I work at, the big lots right next to it closed down because of high theft.
Wow. Yeah, we have big lots on the other side of town. Jackie, if you're still here, tell Shaky I said hi, and tell him to behave himself. I know he does, but you know how it is. What was I gonna say? Ours is still open. I just wish that it was, I don't know, laid out differently. Some of these stores need to be like removed, or things moved around, laid out differently, especially for somebody that's disabled in a chair and stuff.
Right. Yeah, but the big lot, the one they closed down by my
thank you.
store, has 2 floors.
Oh wow, I've never seen a 2-floor big lot.
Well, the
Petite, are you back? Not Petite. I'm sorry, Bobby, not you, honey. Digits. Digits, are you back? I don't want to. I was waiting for Digits to come back before I decided to shut down. Your big lot is 2 floors. I've never seen a 2-floor big lot.
Well, because all the offices are upstairs.
Gotcha.
They will have 2
Gotcha,
floors.
gotcha.
Like, pretty sure that the store where I work has 2 floors too. Because to clock in or to clock out, I have to go upstairs. To go on break, I gotta go upstairs.
Right.
That's where the break room is at and all that.
I gotcha. If Digits doesn't come back in like the next 5 or 10 minutes, what time is it now? It's 2:52, almost 2:15. By 2 hours and 30 minutes, I'm gonna be shutting down. So that's 17 minutes. Yeah, 17 minutes. Basically, almost 1 a.m. my time, or 1 a.m. my time. I'll shut down. So that's 20 minutes. Okay. You okay there, Rebecca?
Yes.
Okay. I see you like checking out chat, making sure everything's okay. But you're also taping over there too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
See my tape dispenser?
Uh-huh. I love it. We have one at work. Ours is 10.
I think they're so much nicer because you can kind of, it makes it a whole lot easier taping this cardstock up. And
Yeah. What I want is that old Boston electric pencil sharpener.
ooh,
I want one of those so bad. Let's see. Speaking of, let me see if I can find one. Boston pencil sharpener. No, electric. Electric. There we go. On eBay. Let's see. Let's find out how much it is. $26.25.
Well, sometimes eBay things are overpriced.
It's no longer being made. That pencil sharpener is no longer around. I wish it was. I'd get another one. Brand new. Vintage Boston pencil sharpener model 18. Made in USA, tested and it works. That one's $15. And that's not bad. I would pay $15 for a new one. There's a teacher's model one, which is the model 18. I love them. Right now I'm using one that you turn yourself. It's a little tin. It came from Spain. At home. Maybe not work. At home. I am home.
Well, Pete did just coming back or not?
I know. Well, I said I would end at either 2:30 by clock time up there, or 1 a.m. by clock time, actual clock time, my time. So either 17 minutes or 13 minutes. He would have said bye to me anyway if he was leaving, but he was saying he was checking the generator. He'll be back. So
Yeah.
I'm doing good, Richard. Sorry. I hope you're doing well as well. Doing awesome as well. That was very rude of me. Sorry.
And you know, at my store,
I don't answer to no one. So no one better show his face, Giggles. Let me see your eye. Let me see your eye and your nose, DJ.
Okay, there it is.
I don't let anybody up on my live that's got a no name. And I mean that's a no one. But I also know it's DJ because DJ can let himself up. He helps run my channel, so you came at a good time, DJ. I'm either ending it in 12 minutes or I'm ending it in 16 minutes. It all depends on Digits because Digits went to go check on his generator.
That's good.
If he doesn't come back within 16 minutes, I'm ending it. Poor DJ is still dealing with that cough. You made me a mod on your channel? Cool beans, thank you.
Yep.
Have you gone to the doctors for your cold?
No, just dead. The bubble. It's just a cough.
Yes,
No.
coughing. Okay.
Yes.
I just don't want it to grow into anything, bad. That's all.
Yeah, no, we'll keep an eye on it.
Okay,
But
good.
It's just a cough.
Okay. You know I care about you. You're my
I
kid. I
know.
gotta make sure my kid is okay.
I know.
Okay.
But
Well, and we're
yeah,
up to 3574 in watch hours.
nice.
Yep. 426 more watch hours to go, and I'll be at 4,000.
Yep.
I saw that this morning. I was like, I went up. I went up. What is it? 64 points since yesterday. 64 hours.
Yep.
Whatever they call it.
Yeah, look, I felt that this moment as well. So cool.
That was a nice shock, though. I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
He always shows one eye when he's in his bed. We usually get an eye or a nostril.
Yeah, hey, Ruby, good to see you too. Yeah, yeah, I'm back.
There's the
But,
nose. There's the nose.
Yep, there's the nose.
hey, Ronald. Yeah,
Yes, I'm keeping my older brother up.
yeah,
He can keep himself up. It's only 11:47 there. It's not like it's almost 1 a.m. there.
No, usually he used to go to bed at 8 o'clock.
Ah,
like
Like,
it's almost 1 a.m. here, and you're live almost 2.5 hours
yep,
later.
yeah. Gary's only stayed on for like about 50 minutes. That's it.
Well, okay, that's true.
He says that he doesn't want to make everybody get tired of him, so he's going to try to cut back on a bunch of his watch time. I mean, his lives.
Okay,
So he decided to end it. And I said, "Well, I'm not ready to go to bed yet, so I'm gonna go live for a while." And I've been at it now for 2 hours.
yeah.
So careful, don't sniff me up your nose. Hey, hey!
what did you do? You're putting me up there.
I'm moving you down there. I feel a little safer.
Oh my gosh.
When's your 365 days, Ruby? My 365 it ends in 19 days. I have to get 426 watch hours.
It's just 426. It's not that hard to get.
Yes, it is for me. Oh, speaking of watch hours and crap, I have to look at my video. I did like a two thing video that's gonna need like major editing and put into one.
Okay.
I took some imagery of Thomasville, Georgia. I haven't even
Uh,
looked at it, and I was trying to keep it on one video, but it's on two. So you might have to watch the first part, take out the crappy parts, splice it. It's gonna be a bad one. I think this is gonna be the worst one I ever did to you.
okay, well,
Oh, Coyote's been lurking.
Yes, he has. That's
okay,
not,
well, Dad, you know
Like what I
what?
got too, I got some real old American
yep,
Flyer
I know what to
tapes.
do. Upload it to the file.
Yep,
I'll worry about that tomorrow. Sorry.
and
What were you saying, Alfonso?
Got some old American Flyer trains that I got at the thrift store for
Pretty
$7 a whole bag
and do you want
from the
that out
50s.
next week, this week?
Probably at the end of the week, maybe if you have time. You can add music to it, no volume.
Okay, cool.
And Matt is lurking too. Aww. The guys are lurking and keeping an eye
Yeah,
on me. I love it.
Yeah, we all got an eye on you,
See, I got three sets of eyes and one eye up here.
sir.
He's keeping an eye on me, not eyes. Oh, that's
Yeah,
funny. I got an itch in my ear.
yeah.
Oh. The 5th is your 32nd anniversary. Aw,
Oh, nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I'm glad you lurked, Matt. You got my back, like you've always said. But why do you not have a wrench?
Hmm.
It's
That's
people
that's
that had as wrench with wrenches don't have them. Matt, say something again. I want to see if it went through. If you got your wrench. Okay, there we go.
Hmm.
It's so weird. I don't know if YouTube did a clean out or something because you didn't have it, Gary didn't have it, Devil Dog didn't have it, and you guys were always on my list, which is weird.
Yeah, that's weird. Hmm.
Well, you got it back, that's for sure. Nobody's taking my wrench away from Matt.
Uh, hmm.
But in a big fight, oh boy. Matt.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna jump off now.
Okay, Alfonso, you have a good night,
Okay.
honey.
You too.
good night, Alfonso.
Good night.
Yep.
Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. DJ and Rebecca, watch the fort.
Yep.
Okay.
So how you been doing, DJ?
I'm pretty good, Rebecca. How about you?
Doing good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hmm.
For 32 years. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's a long, long time.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I think
Hmm.
I think my parents were married 61 years when my dad went home.
Yeah.
That's a pretty long time too.
Yeah, it is. Hmm.
I was hoping P Digits was going to come back
Hmm. Yeah.
because he was asking about a hat, and I haven't seen an email yet from him. Unless I better check my spam,
Uh, yeah.
which I
Trouble.
haven't, which I haven't yet.
Hmm. Hmm. So I would say it would be nice to have you up on panel
It certainly will, because Ronald will get to watch it too, and he really likes some cartoons, and he's pretty
yeah.
good at he's pretty good at analyzing them. So it gives me something else to do.
Got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I get that. Uh,
You
yeah,
know,
that would be great, Rebecca. I mean, yeah.
it was kind of like when Owl left. I'm like, why hasn't he come back? And
Well,
Right.
he's just been busy, that's all. But Yeah. I mean,
I know Nancy was really excited when I said what I said.
yeah.
She like started clapping like what?
What did I
Yeah.
miss?
You missed that I am
Uh,
going to be part of the DJ Tune Review.
Ah, that's awesome.
yeah, Rebecca has such a joy the panel on Tuesday night. So,
Very
yeah.
cool. Coyote and Matt. You two crack me up.
Hmm.
Fine, I'll tell her. You're
And,
not going to
and
say
Nancy started doing this. She got
it.
really
That's
happy.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I've been on it for 2 hours and 30 minutes. It's 3 minutes to 1. So, guess what? I am ending my live. Digits didn't come back, which means he fell asleep between here and the generator, or on his way back, he crashed on the couch.
Yeah. Hmm.
I just went to bed and said, forget it, I'm going to leave it running until she's done, and I fall off, I fall off.
DJ,
Oh,
DJ,
wait.
have you ever heard of the Galaxy Rangers?
Yes,
What ranger?
I have.
Galaxy Rangers?
Yes, Ronald, I have.
Ruby, you have a good night, hun.
Good night,
All right.
everyone.
I like their big ship that turns into a gigantic cowboy.
Nice.
Yeah. Says
Cool
Grandma
beans.
will now take navigational control.
Yeah, cool.
I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen that one for a long time.
Oh,
All right,
there's,
Matt. There he is.
uh,
That's me every time I'm on Ryan's.
yeah. Hey, Matt.
Oh, my
That was fun. I was just about to end it when you came up. That's pretty cool. He comes up for the good night.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's all right. I'm honored you came up anyway. All right. It is going to be a crazy weekend. Tomorrow, if you guys are going out, please be careful. Also, be careful on the 4th of July and Monday night because, people are going to be partying.
Yep.
So please be careful. If any health issues are going on, keep me posted. I want to make sure you guys are all okay. I worry about you all and care about you all. You're part of my family. And I wish you all a very pleasant evening and much peace and love. And then with that note, us four are going to sign off. And you all take good care. Bye.
Night, guys.
Good night.
Bye bye.
I love that.